Hey you guys, so I was supposed to go bowling and to lunch with my students today, and we didn't really have a good turnout, so we decided to postpone, and which is totally fine. It's summertime, everybody's really busy back down here, and you probably saw, if you didn't, go and check it out, where I did a video last night talking about being dirty, because I was doing this challenge with some friends just to kind of understand what it's like to feel dirty. And I also wrote a blog that I hope that you guys will check out and read. And I'm sorry, the grammar is not great, and I'm not the best speller, and some of the words are wrong, but whatever, it is what it is. God will still use it. So anyways, we didn't have this event, so I called Amy, a girl in the office, and said, hey, I'm going to run by Chick-fil-A. Can I pick you up some lunch while I'm there? And she's like, yeah, sure. Well, meanwhile, I'm in the line at Chick-fil-A, and I'm thinking to myself, Amateur, you don't really need Chick-fil-A. It's too much fat. It's got too much sugar. You really need to focus in on what's going on. And so, I talked to myself and still got myself a Chick-fil-A sandwich and a fry. Didn't need it. And I'm leaving, and the way that Chick-fil-A down here is set up is because it's so busy with so many people, you have to turn a certain way to get out, which forces you to go down another street and everything. And so when I turned, I went down this street, and I saw this gentleman standing on the side of the road, and everybody that knows me knows that a lot of times, I'll drive and pray for somebody that's on the side of the road that has a sign or something like that. But a lot of times I can be kind of skeptical about it. And, there are times when I will help people just because something in me says to help them. And so before I go any further with this story is not about me. And I want to make that very clear. I didn't want to even share the story, but my coworkers and my mom said that I should, and so I'm going to share this story with you guys. So I go, and I turn, and I see this gentleman who is crippled on the side of the road. I'm sorry. And instantly something in my mind said, go pull in a parking space and give him your lunch. And I had this short debate, and then what did I do? I pulled in, and I walked over and I said, sir, I have no money, but I would love to give you my lunch if that's okay. And he was like, oh my gosh, I prayed for God to give me food, and he's provided. And I said, awesome. May I give you a hug and pray for you? And he said, yeah, you can give me a hug and you can pray for me, but before you give me a hug, I want to apologize that I smell so bad. And it was like a full circle for me that, I had just experienced what it felt like to just feel utterly disgusting and not have a shower. And so his only concern was the fact that he didn't smell good. And so I said, I'm not worried about that, but I would love to pray with you, and so I did. And so I want to just end this video with just this reminder. I read this yesterday, and it has stuck with me, and so I want to read it. God is in the business of strategically positioning us in the right place at the right time, but it's up to us to see and seize those opportunities that are all around us all the time. So I just encourage you guys to just seize the opportunities. I wrote that in my blog that God gives us plenty of opportunities to go and serve, and so I pray that you guys will just step out in obedience and you'll go serve. This was not about me. This was about how God just circled around me and said, look, I want to see if she's going to do what she said she's going to do. And the way that, he proved his point was that man saying, I'm so sorry that I smell bad. And I just pray a special blessing on him. And you're going to see more come from me about what I think God is calling me to do here in Myrtle Beach, other than just being a youth director and being in a fantastic church. I think God's calling me to something else as well, and so I'm going to be putting a team together quietly. I'm telling you, but I want you to pray about it because I think God's going to do some big and mighty things. So thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Go do something good for somebody else today.